If you ask anyone who has ever run those 26.2 miles of a marathon, they will tell you that one of the greatest motivators along the way in the midst of that race are the voices of fellow runners or of spectators that cheer you on. And we don't need it at the finish line. When we're there, we're done, right? Where we need it is back at mile 18 and the back 40 when our bodies are saying, just stop this. Or when you're certain that every other runner in the entire race has already passed you. That's when you need the voice of that fellow runner or that spectator cheering you on, urging you on, reassuring you you're going to make it. And I think the same thing can be said about our journey of life. You see, once we see the finish line, once our eyes are open and we see God with his arms open, ready to greet us in the kingdom of heaven, we don't need cheering on anymore. That's motivation enough, right? We know we've made it. The reward is within reach. Where we need it is now. In our day-to-day, let's just try to keep this all together, journey of life, that's where we need the voice of hope. And that's why this third Sunday of Advent is such a tremendous gift to us as church, as a people of God. It gives us the reassurance that we're going to make it. It's going to be okay. In fact, it's going to be better than okay. And whether we're young and strong, or old and tired, or young and tired and old and strong, it doesn't matter. All of us benefit from that voice of reassurance. It's the voice that came to us in Isaiah the prophet today, who found in his anointing that once you hold hope in your soul, once you plant hope there in your soul, then there is nothing, no one that can ever take that away from you. We hear it from the voice of Mary, who found herself in the most unexpected place that life could possibly give her, and she declares, "The Almighty has done great things for me. Holy is his name." We hear it from St. Paul, who tells us, don't quench the Spirit, that one who calls us is faithful. He's not going to let us down. He will accomplish it in us. Folks, these are not just the words of some pious Hallmark card. These are the words of God. Words that carry with them a strength and a vision and a hope and a promise that cannot be diminished by any time, by any circumstance, by any challenge in our life, by any culture. And I suspect that there's most of us sitting in church right now this morning that would benefit from hearing that message, isn't it? College students who are trying to finish up their finals in these last days, or you kids that are bombarded by challenges in life that us old folks never even had to face when we were that age. Parents who are trying to raise those children and are worn out from all the tasks and demands and getting them to everything they need to get to, and couples who are struggling to keep that love alive in their relationship, or maybe those who have dreamed for that love and it isn't. Those of us who are aging in ways that we never predicted, and our bodies are hurting in places we didn't even know existed. People who work so hard day after day after day to get ahead, and they just never seem to be able to. The elderly who feel isolated when one by one their friends pass away. We're all at that 18-mile mark at some point in that marathon, when this world just isn't what it could be. When the hours of sunlight in these December days just keep diminishing and diminishing, folks, we need to hear the voice of John the Baptist this morning. The voice of John, who says, that Holy One is already in our midst. And maybe just that alone will bring us one day to that finish line, resting in the arms of God.